Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From the grid to the farm, we got it all. BatteryEvo's the name, y'all, standing tall. Eco-friendly, heed the call. Join the safari, we're having a ball. With the walrus, Kong, and rhino in line, saving the planet one charge at a time. BatteryEvo, the future's prime. Power the world, feel the ride. Now let's talk about the Force 15. Double Kongs installed, energy machine. Running smooth, keeping it clean. BatteryEvo, living the dream. Charge up your EV with ease. Fast and simple, doing as we please. From golf carts to homes we seize. BatteryEvo, it's a breeze. Off-grid solutions, we got your back. Solar power, never lack. Eco living on the right track. BatteryEvo, the future's packed. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Repurposed batteries, giving them life. Turning old to new, no strife. Green Genie leaf feels the hype. BatteryEvo, cutting like a knife. Watch the carbon footprint shrink with every charge, make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Eco power in the blink, join the movement, feel the beat. Energy revolution can't be beat. BatteryEvo, it's so sweet, saving money, feel the heat. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From sunrise to sunset, power flows. BatteryEvo, that's how it goes.
Well, I got some news for y'all to hear. If you're looking for power, BatteryEvo's near. The walrus, the Kong, and the rhino too. Take you off the grid, that's what we do. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. The walrus is the one, an all-in-one dream. Solar power flowing like a mountain stream. Buy it once you're set, under the sun. Life's a breeze, y'all, when the battery's got you on. With your solar AC, cold or chilling, grinning wide like a fishing line's reeling. Future's bright, energy's just right. BatteryEvo, keeping it tight, day and night. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. When the Kong steps in, it's on, no wait. King Kong power, y'all, it's first rate. Plug it in, 3 prongs feel great. Electric dreams, BatteryEvo's fate. The rhino's not a dino, fossil fuels decline. Charge it up anytime, we're doing fine. No limit to the power, let it shine. White albino, energy's divine. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From the grid to the farm, we got it all. BatteryEvo's the name, y'all, standing tall. Eco-friendly, heed the call. Join the safari, we were having a ball. With the walrus, Kong, and rhino in line, saving the planet one charge at a time. BatteryEvo, the future's prime. Power the world, feel the rhyme. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Now let's talk about the Force 15. Double Kongs installed, energy machine. Running smooth, keeping it clean. BatteryEvo, living the dream. Charge up your EV with ease. Fast and simple, doing as we please. From golf carts to homes, we seize. BatteryEvo, it's a breeze. Off-grid solutions, we got your back. Solar power, never lack. Eco living on the right track. BatteryEvo, the future's packed. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Repurposed batteries giving them life, turning old to new, no strife. Green Genie, Leafio's the hype. BatteryEvo, cutting like a knife. Watch the carbon footprint shrink with every charge, make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Eco power in the blink. Join the movement, feel the beat. Energy revolution can't be beat. BatteryEvo, it's so sweet. Saving money, feel the heat. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From sunrise to sunset, power flows. BatteryEvo, that's how it goes. Eco-friendly, everybody knows. Join the safari, let's watch it grow.
Oh, got some news from me too. If you're looking for power, we got a whole zoo. The walrus, the Kong, and the rhino too. All the green living, it's what we do. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. The walrus is the one, and all-in-one run ride. Solar power flowing, keeping you electrified. Buy it once, live it up under the sun. The lights a breeze, oh baby, when the batteries got you sprung. With your solar AC, cold and chilling, grinning wide, feeling so thrilling. Future bright, energy's alright. BatteryEvo, keeping it tight through the night. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. When the car steps in, it's on, no delay. King Kong power every night, every day. Plug it in, 3 prongs, let's play. Electric dreams, BatteryEvo's way. The rhino's not a dino, fossil fuel decline. Charge it up anytime, we're feeling fine. No limit to the power, let it shine. White albino, energy divine. The walrus not a dino, fossil fuel decline. Charge it up anytime, we're feeling fine. No limit to the power, let it shine. White albino, energy divine. From the creek to the palm, we've got it all. BatteryEvo's the name standing tall. Eco-friendly, hear the call. Join the safari, we're having a ball. With the walrus, Kong, and rhino in line. Saving the planet one charge at a time. BatteryEvo, the future's prime. Power the world, oh baby, feel the rhyme. Whoa! Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Now let's talk about the Force 15 double Kongs installed energy machine. Running smooth, keeping it clean. BatteryEvo, living the dream. Charge up your EV with ease, fast and simple. Do as we please, from golf carts to homes. We seize BatteryEvo, it's a breeze. Off-grid solutions, we got your back. Solar power never lag. Eco living on the right track. BatteryEvo, the future's pack. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. With purpose, batteries giving them life, turning old to new without strife. Green Genie, Leafio's the hype. BatteryEvo, cutting like a knife. Watch the carbon footprint shrink with every charge, make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Eco power in a blink. Join the movement, feel the beat. If you're looking for power, we got a whole zoo. The walrus, the Kong, and the rhino too. Off the grid, living, it's what we do. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. The walrus is the one and all in one ride. Solar power flowing, keeping you electrified. Buy it once, live it up under the sun. Life's a breeze, oh baby, when the battery's got you sprung. With your solar AC, colder, chillin', grinning wide, feeling so thrilling. Future bright, energy's alright. BatteryEvo, keeping it tight through the night. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. When the Kong steps in, it's on, no delay. King Kong power every night, every day. Plug it in, 3 prongs, let's play. Electric dreams, BatteryEvo's way. The rhino's not a dino, fossil fuels decline. Charge it up anytime we're feeling fine. No limit to the power, let it shine. White albino energy divine. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From the grid to the phone, we've got it all. BatteryEvo's the name, standing tall. Eco-friendly, hear the call. Join the safari, we're having a ball. With the walrus, Kong, and a runner in line. Saving the planet, one charge at a time. BatteryEvo, the future's prime. Power the world, oh baby, feel the rhyme. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari. Now let's talk about the Force 15, double Kongs installed. Energy machine, running smooth, keeping it clean. BatteryEvo, living the dream. Charge up your EV with ease, fast and simple. Do as we please, from golf carts to homes, we seize. BatteryEvo, it's a breeze. Off-grid solutions, we got your back. Solar power, never lack. Eco living, on the right track. BatteryEvo, the future's pack. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari. Repurposed batteries, giving them life. Turning old to new without strife. Green Genie, Leo's the hype. BatteryEvo, cutting like a knife. Watch the carbon footprint shrink with every charge. Make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Eco power in a blink. Join the movement, feel the beat. Energy revolution can't be beat. BatteryEvo, it's so sweet. Saving money, feel the heat. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari. Sunrise to sunset, power flows. BatteryEvo, that's how it goes. Eco-friendly, everybody knows. Join the safari, let's watch it grow. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money.
Yo, I got the news from me to you. If you're seeking power, we got a whole zoo. The walrus, the Kong, and the rhino too. Off the grid, living, y'all know what we do. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. The walrus is the boss, and all in one ride. Solar power flowing, keep your home electrified. Buy it once, live it up under the sun. Life's a breeze when the battery's got you sprung. With your solar AC's colder chillin', grinning wide, teeth showing like a villain. Future bright, energy's alright. BatteryEvo, keeping it tight, night to daylight. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. When the car steps in, it's on, no no delay. King Kong power all day, every way. Plug it in, 3 prongs, let's play. Electric dreams, BatteryEvo's display. The riders on a dyno, fossil fuels decline. Charge it up, anytime we'll find. No limit to the power, let it shine. White albino energy divine. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From the grid to the wall, we've got it all. BatteryEvo's the name, standing tall. Eco-friendly, green power call. Join the safari, we're having a ball. With the Walrus, Kong, and Rhino in line. Saving the planet, one charge at a time. BatteryEvo, the future's prime. Power the world, feel the rhyme. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Now let's talk about the Force 15. Double Kongs installed energy machine. Running smooth, keeping it clean. BatteryEvo, living the dream. Charge up the EV, no sweat. Fast and easy, ain't seen nothing yet. From golf carts to homes, no debt. BatteryEvo, we're your best bet. Off-grid solutions, we got your back. Solar power, never lack. Eco living on the right track. BatteryEvo, the future's crack. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari. Repurposed batteries, giving them life. Turning old to new, no strife. Green genie leaf feels the hype. BatteryEvo cutting like a knife. Watch the carbon footprint shrink. With every charge, make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Eco power in the blink. Join the movement, feel the beat. Energy revolution can't be beat. BatteryEvo is so sweet, saving money, feel the heat. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. From sunrise to sunset, power flows. BatteryEvo, that's how it goes. Eco-friendly, everybody knows. Join the safari, let's watch it grow. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money. Yo, it's a BatteryEvo takeover. Power up, world makeover. Clean energy, no pushover. BatteryEvo, life's 4-leaf clover. Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari, Battery Safari.
You've heard the gossip, now here's the truth. Lead acid's dead, lithium's the proof. Why stick with the dinosaur when you can soar? Lithium's the upgrade you've been waiting for. Lead acid's bulky, slow and lame. A clunky old relic with no game. Corroded, leaking, a total wreck. Lithium's the boss and it's here to flex. Lithium's the king, charges like a beast. Leaving lead acid in the dust, to say the least. Faster, stronger, built to last. Lead acid's history, a blast from the past. Every round you play, every course you tear. Lithium's the power, nothing else compares. Lead acid's choking, sputtering, out of time. Lithium's the future, it's in its prime. Why carry that dead weight, that useless mass? Lithium's the way forward, first class. Lead acid's fading, losing its fight. Lithium's the power source, burning bright. Lead acid's yesterday's news, rusty and weak. With lithium you're cruising sleek. A relic, a fossil, a sad old tune. Lithium's the beat, making lead acid swoon. Lithium's the leader, leaving lead acid in the past. In the battery game, it's unsurpassed. So ditch the leaks, the headaches, the mess. Lithium's here, the ultimate success. Fly with the best, leave the old junk behind. Lithium's the future, perfectly designed for speed, for power, for modern play. Lead acid's out, lithium's here to stay. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Better, faster, stronger. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Lithium, lithium, lithium. Better, faster, stronger.
I'm riding on that green, showing love for my team. Need a battery supreme, lithium is my dream. Lithium, yeah, you know I'm litty, getting lit with them. She riding with me with my lithium, lithium, lithium. Going green, stacking paper, speeding off, see you later, lead acid, no debate, it's trash. Lithium, your dream chaser, lithium, yeah. Batteries, I'm switching up, can't stop me getting litty up. Lithium is premium, swap it, upgrade, can't stop it. Pop it, lock it, golf cart fast like rockets. Lithium, we at the tippy top, make a swap and that's a drippy cut. We going lithium, eco-friendly system, trying to upgrade, get with them. You know I'm riding on that green, showing love for my team. Need a battery supreme, lithium is my dream. Lithium, yeah, you know I'm litty, getting lit with them. She riding with me with my lithium, lithium, lithium. Lithium, yeah, batteries, I'm switching up, can't stop me getting lithium. Lithium is premium. You know I'm litty, getting lit with them. She riding with me with my lithium, lithium.
Joyride, the rhinos on point like 15.5 kilowatts in short time. It's time to make up your mind. The rhinos on tour that's far and wide. Power up a solar or just do your thing. Grid tied, that's how you win, right? Don't throw your money in the wind when you can save it for your kids' lives. It's just right, just like bills. That's overnight with nice wheels. It's rolling right over, voltage flying for real. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, say green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. Plug it into your inverter, independent from the server for sure. Sturdy as a boulder, keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's a whole lot to gain just from placing an order. Outperform your competition, you're on a mission to make a green decision with a vision to rise to the occasion. We keep it hot like cages, and these rhinos come and kiss Obama or and get the 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, say green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. Like mine, join the electric joyride. The rhinos on point like 15.5 kilowatts in short time. It's time to make up your mind. The rhinos on tour that's far and wide. Power up with solar or just do your thing. Grid tied, that's how you win, right? Don't throw your money in the wind when you can save it for your kids' lives. It's just right, just like bills. That's overnight with nice wheels. It's rolling right over, voltage flying for real. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, say green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. You heard, plug it into your inverter, independent from the server for sure. And sturdy as a boulder, keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's a whole lot to gain just from placing an order. Outperform your competition,
You're on a mission to make a green decision with the vision to rise to the occasion. We keep it hot like Cajuns, and these rhinos come and get some buy more and get the savings. 48B, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48B, 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 that's the unit I need. 48B, 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 plug it in, safe green. 48B, 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 stampede, stampede. Independent from the server for sure, and sturdy as a boulder. Keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's a whole lot to gain. Just three 48B, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48B, 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 that's the unit I need. 48B, 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 plug it in, safe green. 48B, 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 stampede, stampede. If you're old like mine, join the electric joyride. The rhino's on point like 15.5 kilowatts in short time. It's time to make up your mind. The rhino's on tour, that's far and wide. Power up with solar or just do your thing, grid tied. That's how you win, right? Don't throw your money in the wind when you can save it for your kids' lives. It's just right, just like bills. That's overnight with nice wheels. It's rolling right over voltage flying for real. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, say green. 48V, 48V, 48B, stampede, stampede. You heard it. Plug it into your inverter, independent from the server for sure, and sturdy as a boulder. Keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's a whole lot to gain just for placing in order. Outperform your competition. You're on a mission to make a green decision with a vision to rise to the occasion. We keep it high like Cajuns, and these rhinos come and get, so buy more and get the savings. 48V, 48B, 48B, that's a rhino stampede. 48B, 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 that's the unit I need. 48B, 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 plug it in, say green. 48B, 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 stampede, stampede.
If you're off like mine, join the electric joyride. The rhino's on point like 15.5 kilowatts in short time. It's time to make up your mind. The rhino's on tour, that's far and wide. Power up with solar, just do your thing, grid tied. That's how you win. Don't throw your money in the wind when you can save it for your kids' lives. It's just right, just like bills. That's overnight with nice wheels. It's rolling right over, voltage flying for real. What? 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, save green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. You heard? Plug it into your inverter, independent from the server for sure, and sturdy as a boulder. Keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's whole lot
lot to gain just from placing an order. Outperform your competition. You're on a mission to make a green decision with a vision to rise to the occasion. We keep it hot like Cajuns, and these rhinos come in kits, so buy more and get the savings. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, save green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede.
Like mine, join the electric joyride. The rhinos on point like 15.5 kilowatts in short time. It's time to make up your mind. The rhinos on tour, that's far and wide. Power up with solar or just do your thing grid tight. That's how you win, right? Don't throw your money in the wind when you could save it for your kids' lives. It's just right, it's just like bills. Let's overnight with nice wheels. It's rolling right over, voltage flying for real. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, save green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. You heard, plug it into your inverter, independent from the server for sure and sturdy as a boulder. Keep your home colder with an energy controller. It's a whole lot to gain just from placing an order. Outperform your competition. You're on a mission to make a green decision with a vision to rise to the occasion. We keep it hot like Cajuns, and these rhinos come in kits, so buy more and get the savings. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, save green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. 48V, 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 that's a rhino stampede. 48V, 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 that's the unit I need. 48V, 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 plug it in, save green. 48V, 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 stampede, stampede. You heard, plug it into your inverter. Independent from the server, for sure. It's sturdy as a boulder.
And we're live. Bam.
Nick, are you gonna single-handedly save this company?
I think I have to. I think I'm gonna sell so many batteries today on stream that this company is not only gonna be thriving, but it's gonna be buying out every other solar energy company in the world. And you're just here for like decoration. I'm gonna single-handedly do that.
Yeah, you just called me a
I'm
friggin'.
joking.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I need to adjust your camera.
you called me decoration.
Decorative
I'm no
Brian.
more than a vase in a grandma's house. I've been demoted all the way down to base.
So welcome one and
lecture on
all.
live today.
Yeah, let's do a lecture.
Can you do a lecture on socioeconomics?
Now we're talking. That's
Today's
what the
topic
internet
is
loves.
socioeconomics. What that means, I have no idea. But I will lecture about it.
Someone has to.
Someone has to take on the responsibility of teaching the masses of socioeconomics. Dude, not having a battery here is like kind of.
I know it's weird. It feels like too empty back there.
Yeah, I need to get a battery back there. At least a shell, like a walrus shell or something.
Yeah, I know. I think there's an Atlantic shell down in the showroom. Probably grab it.
You're gonna have to forklift it up.
True. Yeah, I'm not carrying that up here. I agree with Sardar.
I also agree with Sardar. And one time Sardar's in a good mood and this happens to him.
So welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, welcome to the BatteryEvo live stream. I'm Nick. This is Brian. We are here at BatteryEvo. We're in the marketing office. We're upstairs. Right downstairs below us is the manufacturing warehouse where they're hard at work building your batteries. So here's the deal. We're here to answer your questions. Ask us anything about BatteryEvo and Going Green, and we will help you get started, figure out the right configuration for your setup. And while we're live, only while we're live, we'll be offering exclusive discounts to all the viewers. So all you got to do is just call in. Numbers at the top of the screen. That's the 213 number up there. Call in and mention the live stream. They'll hook you up with exclusive discounts lower than anything else we got online. All you got to do is be a viewer of this stream. So if you're listening to me right now, congrats. You already are exclusive.
The prerequisite is finished.
Yeah, you're already there. You can do it. So ask us anything. We're going to keep an eye out for your chats. And in the meantime, enjoy this here footage behind us.
Stream, Nick.
I mean,
the
that's just a
creative
stream.
director of this stream. Is that okay?
That's a stream enhancement in my book. So yeah, this footage behind us. Enjoy us. We're gonna keep an eye out for your chats, but check out this footage. This is of our new Komodo tanks. These are remote control, battery operated mobile power stations. So these are all-terrain tanks. You can drive anywhere, power things up. We filmed this weekend. All this footage you see, super fun stuff. So just enjoy that. I'm gonna have some music playing in the background for you guys, and ask us anything BatteryEvo. We are here to help you out.
We got the option, plug it in and start it. Fast shipping to your crib. Best prices on the market. Wheels on your carpet. Power your apartment. Energy is money and it's time to harvest.
It's a stream enhancement.
Turn your
So yeah, this
panels
footage
into
behind us.
cash.
We're gonna keep an eye out for your chats, but check out this
Everything
footage.
is
This is
looking
our new
well.
Komodo tanks. These are remote control, battery operated
Don't sweat it,
mobile
'cause your walls
power
got your
stations. So
back.
these are all-terrain tanks. You can drive anywhere.
All our systems slack. Batteries badass. Get a walrus and you never go back. BatteryEvo. All in one
Mobile power stations. So these are
BatteryEvo. Let's go, let's go.
It's just the basic concept that you just use it day for $600 or maybe a couple thousand more. If you can activate it, ask them that to give you your card and activate it.
Okay.
Lowest price on the market.
Let me tell you about a system called the Walrus. It's a wonderful machine that benefits all of us. Inverter on the top, battery on bottom. Power your whole home, appliances, all of them. Off-grid living, it feels so good. Going green for our planet just like you should. With time with you, settings, more money in your pocket. Buy a Walrus and your family is stocked up. We got the Arctic, plug it in and start it. Fast shipping to your crib, best prices on the market. Wheels on your carpet, power your apartment. Energy is money and it's time to harvest. Yeah, you know it, turn your panels into cash. Every angle's looking wet. Power outage, don't sweat it, cause your Walrus got your back. It's a fact, all our systems slap. Batteries badass. Get a Walrus and you'll never go back. No, you're set.
Even if we have no chats in the meantime, we still talk about Komodo.
That is
Talk
true.
about batteries.
I got the footage you see up on the screen there. That's all the stuff from this weekend is just looping the whole time behind us, so we're just gonna have this ranch footage on loop the whole time. So if you want to talk motos, we can get into it.
So this is at our ranch.
This is me and Brian. This is our ranch specifically.
This is mine and Nick's ranch. We're taking full credit for it. What are we calling our ranch?
It's the Battery Ranch on Lithium Lane. I think we can do better. Battery Ranch.
You really want to
Robot.
have with the battery.
Robot Ranch.
What's the name of our ranch, Chris? If
Rancho
you come up with a good
Roboto.
name, Chris, if you come up with a good name, we'll allow you to come live on our ranch. Our ranch, by the way.
Name of the ranch.
Moto Ranch.
Let him cook.
I know, I gotta let him cook. I'm stepping in his kitchen too fast.
Step in, he's like, is it ready yet?
Yeah. I was like, smells good. Is it ready?
What's the name of the ranch?
That is good.
If your name for the ranch is better than Chris's, then Chris is now evicted from the ranch, and now you can come live with us on the ranch.
Circuit Estate sounds like a Fortnite location.
Yeah,
Oh my
he said
God.
Circuit Estate.
Yeah. No, Circuit Estate is that slaps Chris. That's the winner so far, I think.
No, if you want to win a spot at our ranch, Tommy, you have to now come up with a better name so you can evict Chris. You have no choice. You have to come up with a new name.
I mean, there's not enough room for all of us. We're gonna have to be very selective.
Yeah. Either you evict Chris now, or you never get a chance to come on the ranch. What is it? Saddle? Oh no, I'm really weak. I
Saddle
don't even
Ranch
think you were
versus
thinking.
Circuit Estate.
Saddle Ranch.
Saddle
A little
Ranch.
cliche, huh? Saddle
I think I've
horse
heard of
ranch.
a couple of those
Boring.
before.
Boring.
I think it should have been
Wendy, that was not your chance to step in here.
Black Raspberry Dark Chocolate Chunk Hills. There we go. There
There it is. Same words I don't understand.
we go. Robot Ridge.
Robot Ranch is fire. Tommy's never gonna get on this ranch, dude. Everybody's got way better names.
See, Andy wants his spot on the ranch. He's coming in right now.
Can't use GPT though, you're using GPT. I see you looking at your He was like looking at his phone, reading down the list. He's like, hold up, I got more.
Hold on, I'm thinking of my brain's going crazy right now. I'm thinking of so many. Just listen. Robot Ridge is cool though.
If this keeps going, Sardar's gonna giggle and hiccup at the same time. He did it with me.
That's what I want.
I don't think I've ever heard Sardar giggle nor hiccup, and he did them both at the same time.
I live for that Sardar Gecko. What's better, Gecko or Eagle Cup?
Hiccoughs are not supposed to hurt Chris. Keep hiccups to a minimum, please. Jeez.
Guys, seriously, Brian and I are trying to focus on our live stream right now, so if we could keep the hiccups down.
Yeah, keep the hiccups to a minimum. And no Saddle Ranch, Tommy. That's not a good one. You should have at least tried GPTing it, dude. That boy fell off so fast.
Yeah, because of that, not only are you not allowed to live there, but we're putting up like a sign in the front with your picture that says "Do not allow
Yeah,
in."
yeah.
I'm just
Oh, poor Tommy.
It's like those signs when you catch a shoplifter, put it in front of the store.
Sometimes I feel like we're a little too harsh on Tommy, but every day he reminds me why he keeps falling lower on that favorite list. Every
Don't you
day.
dare. Don't you dare speak ill of Tommy.
Wait, now you're on his side?
Oh yeah.
Should I remind you of what he tried calling our ranch?
You're right.
We're trying to create the greatest ranch of all time, Nick. Do not let Tommy ruin that for us.
I just want this to be a pleasant work environment that's conducive to Tommy's productivity.
Yeah, when you said conducive, that got me right there.
Yeah, see, that's how I create work, right? I gotta use the big words. Puts everybody on the train away. Saddle ranch.
Yeah, no.
I was thinking of Wood Rat.
That's a restaurant for sure. Wood Ranch is a restaurant.
No saddle
What's better, Wood Ranch or Outback? And there is a right answer for this one. What about you, Tommy? Outback. Outback Steakhouse. They're both kind of like a similar type of restaurant. Either one? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What about you, Nick? Wood Ranch or Outback?
I think I gotta go Outback.
Alright,
Sorry, I haven't been to Outback because I haven't been to Wood Ranch.
Okay.
I only know-
You've been to both, right, Chris? What about you, Nadine? You been to either of those? No? You gotta take Nadine.
Dude, Andy used to make some crazy steaks.
What happened?
He's
Why did you fall off?
vegetarian.
He said used to.
I'm vegetarian.
Oh.
Dude, not only so this guy used to be like basically all carnivore diet. He used to just straight up only eat meat and like really good steaks, really good ribs. I'm tired. Vegetarian now, I don't get any of that anymore. Any of that stuff.
Yeah, stir it up. Stir it up.
Yeah. I used to do a reverse sear stuff.
Dude, to do like a coffee rub on him, it was good. It was really good.
Why'd you switch?
Ethical reasons for
Fair.
But I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Every
Well, Andy has a place on our ranch. Tommy, you're gonna have to work a little harder, bro.
yeah, Andy, you can live on the ranch if you like cook Brian and I steaks at least once a week.
That is a requirement from Nick, not me.
But you know you're gonna eat the steak though.
He said must.
Must.
You guys gotta like, like, is there a body of water?
There's a little river. I don't know how many fish would live in it though, to be honest.
Well, they're releasing the video, so
Whenever I live in a place where I have like land that I could do that with, getting chickens is one of the first things I'm gonna do. I've been wanting chickens for a while. I can't do it in my current place. Even though I have the space for it, they won't let us.
No more worries, no more fears. Walrus is the hero, bringing cheers. Reliable, efficient, always there. Powering your life, showing we care. BatteryEvo, all in one system. BatteryEvo, green energy, no stronger Evo. Walrus, BatteryEvo.
They don't want you. They gotta keep their secrets. They don't want you to see them like sitting there tucking the napkin into the collar and the fork and knife. You know they're getting. Yeah, they got etiquette that they gotta keep private.
A little bit later in the stream, we'll give Tommy one more chance to try getting on into the ranch. But if he flops it one more time, I don't know.
Tommy, you better start brainstorming.
he has to pay the ranch tax.
This dude said Saddle Ranch, dude. He didn't even try.
Buttermilk Ranch. You can still live there, Andy, but we just moved to your house like a few extra 100 meters away from ours.
We're just cool.
Yeah. Farouche must have set that up this today. I was working on it this morning.
Setting up with him.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it this morning, sent him all the info. I think he's the one who set up that order.
Okay. You do that, Nick? I don't know. I don't know. I have no rewards today for anything.
I already have my spot at the ranch, so what
Yeah,
can you
so
even reward me
there's
with?
nothing else you need in life.
Yeah.
You already have a ranch. You already have the greatest job of all time. You have a YouTube live stream.
That's true.
You have a Tommy.
I knew that I made it in like the second Tommy walked in here.
Yeah.
I was like, this is it.
Yeah. I knew I made it in life when you felt that way. I was in Mexico when Tommy came into your life.
Yeah, and I texted you, and I was like, Brian, I think my life has meaning now.
Dang! And I was like, what up, I'm on vacation. Poor Tommy, he doesn't get it. I think he just got out of college. He just wanted a job, and now we got him all mixed up.
Now he's dealing with the jokes from the battery goons. That's us. Dude, he came in here wearing a button-up like shirt and like dress pants, and like I was like, I was wearing what I'm always wearing. It's
Tommy, bring back the slacks, bro.
Halloween's coming up. You can dress up as Day One Tommy for Halloween.
Day one Tommy is a good skin. Go into your inventory and put
What day of the week is Halloween? It's a Thursday, so we'll all be in here. Andy, what are you going as for Halloween? Nice. It's a good costume. Everybody looks at that and immediately knows. Yep, you're the artist.
Oh, yeah, you like Blender? Alright.
You should just go as a blender.
Day one with Tommy. I never saw that, dude.
You missed out. That's why you don't go to Mexico. You gotta stay here.
why you don't go to Mexico.
Damn. This guy trying to deprive me of my roots, dude.
Was it yesterday?
I know. It only took less than 24 hours for Nick to just rip it from under me, huh?
That's how I do it.
And bring it back to the USA. Talk back about. Keep talking about Day One Tommy. What else happened that day?
What else happened that day? I mean, honestly, I just told him to go sit in the corner and watch YouTube videos all day.
Sit in the corner.
I don't think I said that, but that's pretty, because I didn't know what to happen, dude. You know, I don't really run the automations, like that's all you guys. So I was just like, let's watch our videos and learn about batteries.
How did you feel Day One, Tommy? And then I showed up the next day.
Oh yeah, that was on your first day. Yeah, that was when they had that feast. That honestly really helps on the first day, I bet. You were thinking you were gonna get that kind of feast every day. Yeah, we're live.
Hey Matthew, how was your day, bud?
Welcome to the live stream, guys. If any of you guys are just joining us, I see some new viewers coming into the chat. I'm Nick, this is Brian. We're streaming you guys live from BatteryEvo. So right downstairs below us is where they're hard at work building your batteries in our manufacturing warehouse. And we're here to answer all your questions. So whether you're looking to go off the grid or you want to upgrade your golf cart from lead acid to lithium, trust us when we say throw out those old lead acids. They're not doing you any good. Ask us how to do it. We'll help you out. We'll help you get set up depending on the needs of your house, your cart. The more information you give us, the better. So ask us anything and we will help you.
Everything on the go, living off the grid. It's such a thrill. Going green for
It's also worth mentioning, guys, while we are streaming, we have exclusive live stream discounts. A lot of people have been hooked up with these discounts over the past few weeks. So all you gotta do is call in. That's the 213-577-1025 number up top. Call that, mention that you are watching the live stream. If you've been thinking about buying something BatteryEvo, they will knock off money off that price for you. It goes lower than any of our online store listings. So we always try and push people to call in when we're live streaming because those are exclusive discounts that are only available while we're live. When today's stream ends, so do the discounts. So if you've been thinking about buying something, ask some questions. We'll help you get figured out with what you need. And then be sure to call in, mention the live stream, they'll hook you up with the discounts.
Eco-friendly living, that's the truth. Reduce your footprint, live clean and smart. With the Walrus, you'll do your part.
Alright,
Charge up your
so
EV, power your
just in
tools.
the meantime,
Run your home smoothly, break all the rules. Reliable and strong, day or night. With the Walrus,
My video's taking so long to export today.
BatteryEvo.
Still got like 50 minutes on it.
All in one power, BatteryEvo. Yeah, let's roll, BatteryEvo.
No, it's just because it's a longer video than usual and I'm exporting it at the full 4K.
Best prices.
A lot of the times I'll do like 1-minute videos in 1080p, so they'll export real quick. But this one, since it's got all the nice like outdoor locations, I wanted to put it out in full res, and it just, yeah. And just since it's a little longer, it's taking a while.
It doesn't always work well, but one could try scaling. And you have to worry about scaling after you render smaller versions.
It's true. That's big facts. If anybody's just joining us, ask us anything. Ask your BatteryEvo questions. I know there's at least one of you who is a little curious about BatteryEvo, wants to know how you might be able to lower your power bill, what kind of solar panels you might need for your Walrus when you get your Walrus. Ask us anything, and be sure to ask us about the Komodo tank. That's what you see behind us right now. We got the Komodo and the Komodo Mini. A lot of cool footage of those running behind us right now, so be sure to ask about that because that is a brand new line of products.
do you maybe want to make us smaller?
I can make
See
us
the back
smaller.
one?
Let's see what I can do.
I think you need a. I know you want all the fame and glory, Nick, but about the Komodo today. You already have the
It's a
ranch.
tough pill to swallow.
You already have the ranch and the greatest job of all time. You gotta share a little bit of the glory.
I guess. I guess I'll let people see the products.
BatteryEvo. Yeah, let's roll.
Just this once.
BatteryEvo. Walrus.
Just this one. Do you have the camera set up for downstairs?
Not right now. No.
They're working hard down there with this.
That's true. I mean, I don't know if I want to show the Komodo and all its pieces right now. They're doing a little reconfiguring.
They're just modifying it. People like seeing that stuff.
That's true. That's true. I can do that. All we need to do is get the iPhone down there on the stand and Google Meets it in.
Alright, in a bit, once we get some followers in here and people start asking about the Komodo, I'll grab it and I'll go down there.
Sounds good.
Alright. Since no one wants to chat about batteries, let's chat about this bee pollen.
Alright. Guys, Brian's been taking his daily bee pollen. Are you taking it like once a day, twice a day?
I'm getting it up. I'm doing about 3 a day now.
3 bee pollen pills a day.
3 bee pollen pills a day. And I also got grass-fed beef liver.
And how many of the beef liver pills are you doing a
I'm doing
day?
about 3 a day now too.
3. What do you do, like one in the morning, one
Yeah, for
lunch,
sure.
one dinner?
So in the morning, I'll do the beef liver with the bee pollen back to back on a spoon. Chug up like 8 to 12 ounces of water with that. Then I'll follow it with the caffeine pills.
Oh, I do get things.
You do caffeine pills? Yes. All right. We got. All right. I'm happy about that.
Spot at the ranch secure.
Sled at the ranch secure. Tommy's never getting in. Me and Andy both on caffeine. Tommy outside of the ranch. Perfect. You can only walk around the perimeter.
That's fine.
They just shot at us from outside.
Dude, I want to set up, that reminds me, I want to set up a camping set for, to film out there soon. Maybe even get our hands on some of those Atlas lenses for that. I have a story ad that I want to do at some point. I won't get into all the story details for it here on the stream. We can talk later. But maybe something like camping themed, maybe something holiday themed. We got the holidays coming up. We're gonna want to be prepared.
Yeah.
You know, I think if we make a really good, wholesome ad that has a little bit of that holiday touch, we start running it early, it'll get us sales on Black Friday. That's my thoughts. I want to shoot something like camping, Christmas lights, Moto, Atlas, you know where I'm going. And then maybe if we set up a camping set out there, once we're done filming, maybe somebody will just camp in it.
Yeah.
As well.
What's the what do you think is like the biggest thing we could power, and can we find somebody who would like to power it? Rooster Bear's in.
What's up, Rooster Bear? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you in. So you're thinking, what's the biggest thing we can
Like,
find
what's the
to
biggest
power?
thing we could power with the Komodo, and can we find somebody to power it, and then we'll plug into it? Because
Yeah.
well, the big Komodo is a large electric generator. It's got 94 kilowatt hour, and we got an 18 kilowatt inverter. Is it 15? It's 18, right? 18 kilowatt inverter on it, and it's got the EV charger on it. So just the battery capacity alone is big enough to, last a long time. And the
James wants
inverter's
to
like,
know, do we have installers? Yes, James, we do have installers. We have a network. Let us know your area. We can help point you in the direction of somebody in your area. Do you already have a BatteryEvo battery, James? Big yes to having
yes or no?
installers.
Yeah,
That's
we're
our
getting pressed in here,
big
dude.
yes.
Yes or no answer. 10 seconds. Yes or no is great.
Do you have installers? Yes or no?
Yeah. And then, James,
I like how
there's
you're
a delay between when you message into what you're receiving on the other end. Alright? So
Yeah,
just so you know.
whatever you type after you hit enter, it's probably gonna take us like a whole 60 seconds before
Yeah,
we
probably
see
like a
it.
whole minute before you catch what we're gonna say.
But yes, we do have installers. James, do you have a BatteryEvo product you need installed? We'll help you get set up. If you need a BatteryEvo product, ask us anything about your needs, what you're trying to accomplish. We will make sure that you have everything. James says bye. See you later, James. Hope you have a great day.
James is not a few words.
He's a mystery.
Yep.
I'm glad he graced us, though, with an appearance in today's live stream.
I got it responding out.
The second I said yes, he was like, bye.
Yeah, bye.
He didn't listen to another word I said.
Yeah, he's not interested. He got his answer.
That's true.
You know?
That is true.
It's like those things like when, when you're in school and you're taking tests, the teachers always said, when you pick an answer, don't change it. Because chances are the first option was the right choice. You ever learned that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Heard that.
Is that true? You believe that, Tommy? When the teachers used to say, when you're taking a test, when you pick an answer on the multiple choice, don't change it afterwards. Because most of the time, the first thing you pick was right.
I've also heard that statistically, I don't know if it's still true, this is when I was in school, but I heard statistically C is the most common correct answer for multiple choice questions. Like if it's ABCD, C is usually the one that's right. It's just statistically speaking.
So all those times I picked B, I was just statistically
B
gonna
for
get a
bad,
less score.
B for bad, C for correct.
C for correct. Yeah, why didn't I think of that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, C for correct.
A for almost.
Yeah.
D for dumb. You ever have multiple choice questions like where they get all the way to like E and F? They're really trying to make you choose between multiple choices. I had a couple of those.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, what about the ones that had E
You know, we don't have any footage yet of just plugging big Komodo into a house. I think we should do that. Like maybe to Wilson's house, since he's already hooked up for the walruses, we could
that's
just
true.
take
It's
it
the
out
same
there.
hookups, you're right.
Yeah, just plug it into his generator port. Because that's the thing. I mean, I said it in this video, like, and I think we're going to need to make sure people understand it, because it's so easy to focus on like it's a drivable tank with power. That's exciting, but like from a power standpoint, the Komodo is equivalent to over 6 Tesla Powerwalls of capacity.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's at a very competitive price. Like, you know how much money it would cost to buy 6 Powerwalls?
Yeah. It's
Seven.
like $100 grand.
Yeah, no, this is like less than a quarter of that. So
Jeff's having a hard time getting a replacement charger. Jeff, I'm pretty sure that if you have a replacement charger going, it'll probably get to you. We recently had Labor Day holiday, so depending on when you place this thing, fulfillment team has to catch up with the orders being sent out. And then once it's sent out, it's still just regular shipping. So, huh? I don't know what that is. I don't understand.
Rancho Palo Verde.
Yeah, we were talking about that. What about it? Oh yeah, it's not that hot. I told you it wouldn't be. You don't listen.
Michael says, how much this would be able to drive IP on my HDT truck and unload to hook up to RV as needed versus massive onboard system as well. Michael, are you talking about the Komodo tank behind us?
In that area.
The video?
We've only got 3 people trying to respond, and it's not good. It's not good. I'm telling you, when you run ads like that, it doesn't pick up that well. We'll try again. We're gonna do a different strategy. We can do that. Let's definitely do that. Can you get a flyer and we'll just print it there?
What's the keyboard channel?
Okay, so
Atlantic with solar.
Michael has a question about the Komodo. Check out his question there, how much it would be able to drive. It's how much would this be able to drive on my HDT truck?
As fast as we can. We're running out of time. We'll drive?
Jeff Davidson says Jesse's supposedly handling it. Jeff, I'll check in with Jesse
Yeah,
to find out the status of that, and I will let you know if I get any info.
Okay. Let's go. Going probably tomorrow is probably better for me, time-wise. We're gonna get in trouble, you know that, right? We're gonna get in trouble for doing that. We are. Hell yeah. Okay, we're not in trouble. Everyone's it's gonna be crazy. Alright, how much would this be to drive up on my HDT truck and unload and hook up to the RV as needed versus massive onboard system and weight? Are we talking about the Komodo here?
Yeah, he's talking about Komodo.
The Komodo is very, very large, Michael, in terms of sizing. When you say versus massive onboard system, how big of a battery capacity are you looking to get? Because you could probably get more than enough battery capacity for an RV, utilizing like a walrus or something. That would keep it portable and movable. Because the thing is that if the Komodo is on that tank system, so I don't even think it would fit on your RV. It's very big. It's very large. So if you put it on, like if you try to tow it, I don't think it would tow that well, right? Because it's not going to go high speed.
Probably. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to use it for. Luke M says, would like to see a video showing real-world results of Atlantic, such as running 4 AC ton unit.
Luke, I think we've shown in the past that it is not recommended to run an Atlantic with a 4-ton AC. We only recommend using it up to a 2.5-ton AC. You could probably get away with a 3 or 3.5-ton AC with a soft starter, but here at BatteryEvo, we cannot recommend that you run it with a 4-ton AC. It's not designed for that. It's a battery backup for the home. Usually when you're using battery backup in an emergency, AC is not considered an emergency appliance. It's considered a luxury product, not by us, but by the state and city of California and other areas around the around the country. I think if you literally look that up, AC is not a needed appliance. It's not considered what do you call that?
Oh, so Brian Michael's saying the 35K HDT is a semi. So it could carry
Oh,
it. You could,
okay,
you could move
gotcha.
the Komodo around with a semi, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not essential. Yeah, oh, there you go. So an AC is not considered an essential device in a power outage. Now, I know you probably want to use it, so you could probably lower the bill on your home. If you want to use a 410 AC, you're probably going to need either a stronger inverter product or a self-starter. So real world results running a 410 AC we do not have, because we don't recommend people hooking that up like that. There's a couple of people out there who are HVAC or electricians, they're pretty savvy and they can get it to work that way, but we here cannot recommend that you run this with a 410 AC.
It's funny that you ask about the Walrus Atlantic. I have a video that I just finished editing that's currently exporting. It'll be probably posted to our YouTube channel by the end of today, about Ranchos Palos Verdes here in California. We powered 6 homes. They've been, if you don't know already, they have been having widespread power outages there. And we powered 6 full homes, with each one with a Walrus Atlantic. So I just filmed that. We have it saving now. I'll be posting that tonight. So if you want to see more on the Atlantic, check out our channel later tonight. That video will be up. Michael Harris says need a 50 amp 240 volt. That's for the...
That's the output. So 50 amp, the Walrus can do that. So if you really have a semi, then yeah, the Komodo will fit in there, and it will exceed those specs that you're looking for, Michael. Do you want a Komodo?
I'll drop a link to the
Need
Komodo.
a Komodo.
I mean,
If
these
this is the
Komodos
case,
are so
Michael, call in and ask for Jeff. We can put you on the wait list to get the Komodo, and we'll give you a good deal on it. It's basically ready to be a deal. That's why we're showing it now. It'll be ready to go out to everybody very soon. We're trying to find out people who need this type of power, right? So, Mike, are you living in this semi? 35K 8PT is a semi. Is there any video information how to connect solar panels to walls? Frank, how are you trying to connect your solar panels? Are you trying to do grid tied or off grid? If you're doing off grid, it's just wiring to the positive and negative cables to the PV input on the Walrus. If you're doing a grid tied system, you're gonna have to utilize a 50 amp NEMA port, and you're gonna have to use a breaker on your main electrical panel so that you can grab the solar and move it into the Walrus.
Paul says, I need a special deal on extension battery for the Walrus. Well, good news, Paul, you've come to the right place. This is the live stream here. So what we do during every one of our live streams is that number up at the top of the screen, 213-577-1025. All of our sales reps know that anyone who calls into that number and mentions the live stream, just say, hey, I'm coming from YouTube Live. I'm looking into a Walrus extension battery. They will knock the price on that down lower than anything you can get on our online store, like any of our seasonal sales, anything like that. They'll knock it down lower than that just because you mentioned the live stream. So if you've been looking to get that extension, please be sure to call in that number.
Paul, you gotta make which Walrus
price.
you need. Is this Walrus 13K? Because we might not have any more. We might have one more. So, Paul, if you need it, we just sold one this morning. It's the last of them. Call in to see if we have it. Otherwise, we might not have it, Paul. If you wait till tomorrow.
Which Walrus are you trying to extend?
Yeah. And then Michael, let's go back to the Komodo, because it does seem like I'm trying to figure out this whole semi thing. What's the situation with that semi? How are you using it? Are you using it? I need more info. It's interesting. I'm curious.
It is cool. If he's living in it, that's super cool. If he's like...
Frank, call in right now. We have the reps right here. Sometimes I notice that people will call in from the East Coast. I get calls like at 4, 5, 6 in the morning. I try to pick up as many of them as I can. But the customer service team is available 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. PST time. Okay, and then they also help out with sales inquiries. So sometimes they could get a little bit backed up. You guys can also text the number that you see on the website, the 866 number. If you text that number, a rep can text you back. Right? Sometimes, whenever we have customers on the phone, they're on the phone for a very long time. So sometimes calling is not the best method to get support. You can also do texting so that you can, have someone text you back and forth. Once the customer reps leave the office, right? Everybody's got to go home. Not everybody can work 24/7. It's important that we know that. But Frank, how are you trying to plug in your solar panels? We can try to help you out here as best we can. We probably have some video to do it. We probably have some documentation to show you how to do it. Well, how are you trying to do the setup? Is it going to be a grid-tied setup? Is it going to be an off-grid setup? An off-grid setup is pretty easy to do. A grid-tied setup, you might need an electrician to help you because you will have to utilize your main electrical panel to pull the power from the solar panels that are grid-tied to put it into the battery pack. You can call the number right now, Frank. They're literally right here in the other room. If you call right now, they'll probably pick up the phone. And also, if you really need help, you should. If anybody needs customer support with a product to troubleshoot it, I recommend trying to do a FaceTime call or a Google Meets call because sometimes you're over the phone, so it's hard to visualize what you're experiencing when you're not fully there. And again, you can always call an electrician. Most electricians know how to do this setup. We've showed a bunch of electricians in our showroom how to do this type of setup. Most of them say it's actually very simple to do, whether it's grid-tied or off-grid. People all around the United States are plugging this thing in. Luke, Luke's saying, what's the best deal? When is larger inverter coming out? Larger inverter, not sure. Best deal on Atlantic, I believe, Luke. If you call the number on the screen, they'll be able to give you the best deal, Luke. Just call the number on the screen. That's what it's for.
Yeah, the way you're going to get that best deal is by calling in the 213 number at the top of the screen and talk to a sales rep. They know to go lower than our online prices. So take a look at our online pricing for the Atlantic and give them a call. They will go lower than that. There's always, you can negotiate with these guys. They're human beings.
You got to call in, Luke. We can't tell you pricing on the live because then Nick gets in trouble for giving out crazy deals.
It's happened once before.
It's happened multiple times.
Michael says, thanks, full-time RVing and pulling fifth wheel with semi, having a flat deck, intended to put 2.5K inverters and 35K of rack batteries mobility for other uses would be a real advantage. Installing 4K of solar on the fifth wheel. Very cool. It's a cool setup.
Called in earlier, said
Luke,
best was 6,800.
Luke, was that during the live stream?
Call during live, Luke.
Because if you called before the live stream,
that probably is the best price. I'm not sure. That was probably the Labor Day price.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're asking for the Walrus Atlantic. That's the higher 30 kilowatt hour battery pack. If you go ahead and look all across the United States, Luke, and try to compare that kilowatt hour price per kilowatt hour, you will not find a better price than that, Luke. If you want a better price than that, you might want to consider a different product. Michael Harrison, group off-grid could power multiple rigs. Are you living in these rigs? I don't understand. So thanks for full-time RVing and pulling fifth wheel with semi, having a flat deck intended to put 2.5K inverters and 35K rack batteries, mobility for other uses. I think that, Michael, I still think that the Komodo would be way too big for this setup. But he's trying to do multiple rigs at a time.
Multiple rigs. I mean, I think if you have a setup with a bunch of these rigs and you're always on the go, I think having a Komodo would be
Mike,
super
if you have
cool.
a couple other people who are interested in doing this, because maybe you guys could pull together so you guys could get the Komodo. I mean, if we could figure out how to power multiple rigs at a time, I'm sure we'd like to do that.
All this footage you see behind us, we literally shot it this weekend. So this was on Saturday. We went out to this ranch here in the Santa Monica Mountains. And all the shots you see of both the big one and the small one driving around, that was actually me operating it behind the camera with that remote. Super, super fun. I mean, this thing is huge power, so it's got more power than 6 Tesla Powerwalls. It's 94 kilowatt hours of capacity, and just driving it around is I can't really overstate how much fun I had just driving this big tank around outside. It's all terrain. Price is good, but solar input is limited compared to EcoFlow Delta Pro. What do we know about the EcoFlow Delta Pro? So the EcoFlow, well, here's the thing, Luke, what are you trying to do with your battery? Because the EcoFlow Delta Pro is significantly, and I mean significantly lower kilowatt hour capacity, and that makes a really big difference. We can't go down to 5K. That's I cut special deals for people a lot, but I'm gonna get in trouble if I do that. I might even lose my job if I go that low.
Solar inputs. Well, yeah, you can do 500 volt solar inputs, but technically what you're looking to get is how are you going to store all that solar? I mean, regardless, whatever product you're talking about is going to have less battery storage anyways. So even if you did a 500 volt solar input, how large is your solar array in terms of wattage?
Here's because he's looking at the Delta Pro power station as a comparison. That has 3.6 kilowatt hour capacity.
Yeah,
that's
like an hour.
That's so small. I can't even really state to you how small that is. That's not going to run your house unless you get extension batteries for it. At which point you're going to be spending more than you'd spend on your electric.
He's talking about the solar input though. Luke, when you run a solar array, you have multiple ways of doing it. You can run them in series and you can run them in parallel. What are you trying to accomplish? Do you want more solar or do you want more battery capacity? You want more solar? The battery is not the main concern here. The concern is what are you trying to do? Yeah, price is good, but solar input is limited compared to EcoFlow. Can you see the solar input on that product? Did you have it there?
Let me see.
If you're meaning the voltage on this, Luke, ours, the PV input will do 90 to 230 volts PV input. But that is not the total amount of kilowatt power you can pull into it. Plan would be to get panels and run a day on solar, the battery at night. Okay, so that's what this unit's going to help you do. You can do bypass mode with the off-grid solar input. We have the kits right now, Lou. We can give you a 5,500 watt solar array with the Walrus Atlantic at a price that you're not going to find anywhere else on the internet or in the United States. And that's going to be able to run your home more than effectively, and you'll have more than enough kilowatt hour capacity to run you at night. 3.6 kilowatt hour will not run you all night.
Yeah,
no matter how much solar you put.
I just want to let you know that just so that you don't go buy this EcoFlow and then think you're going to be running your house off of it because it's you're going to drain it real fast. Yeah, the solar input won't matter at that point because you're going to run out of capacity in like an hour.
Capacity. Like imagine you have like. How would I even describe that? It's like imagine if you could put 3 gas pumps inside your gas tank. It wouldn't matter if you had a 3-gallon gas tank.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
230 volts equals 5,500 watts. No, 230 volt is the PV inputs. That's just the way that's the PV input. That's just the I didn't know how to describe that, but basically the PV input is rated to up to 230 volts. 230 volt does not equal 5,500 watts. The solar array will equal 5,500 watts. Running them in series, but you're probably going to do a combination of running them in series and in parallel. If you're going to get 10, you'll probably run 5 sets in series.
Want to draw it out? I'll make you bigger on the screen.
So if you're going to get 10 panels at 550 watts. At 10, so you can get 10, so that's 5,500 watts of solar. Okay, the best way to probably do this setup is you're probably going to run them 2 sets. So you're going to go 5.
Thanks for the questions, Luke, and thanks for the questions to Michael, Frank, everybody else who's joined us. Appreciate you guys coming in the chat and talking to us. Brian is currently drawing out a diagram to help explain to Luke how you'd set up for his setup within Atlantic. If anybody's just joining us, you can also ask us anything. We're here to help you get started on your green energy journey, whether it's for your home, RV, or even your golf cart. Let us know. We'll help you get started. Yeah, we got exclusive live stream discounts, so if you have been thinking about going BatteryEvo, today's a good day to do it. Luke says thanks for the info. You're welcome, Luke. We're happy to help. Hope it is helping you out, and if anybody else is listening finds this helpful, please drop us a like on this stream. Helps us out. All right, Brian, you want to tell us what you got going on there?
You're going to get 10 of these panels. The best setup that you're probably going to run is you're going to run five of them in series to get a higher voltage rating and to get a higher output rating. Okay, on both of these, and then you will run them both to a combiner box to run each array in parallel, which is going to get you a higher wattage. Right, Sir? Run them in series gets me more voltage and solar output, and then running them in parallel gives me higher amperage. So then you get more amperage here.
Sardar, can you come help me answer this other question here? So, Bet What You Got is asking, will the Rhino 3 play well with the EG4 1218? So for those of you guys who don't know, that's an inverter. I'm looking up that inverter right now. Here, Sardar, you can take a look right here.
Okay, so you will have
and we're gonna see if it's
5,500
compatible
watts
for you.
of solar. When you do this setup, you will not exceed the 230 volt input on the Walrus. Okay, because the Walrus is rated
So that's good with Rhino.
for 90 to 230 volts for PV input. It's important to understand these values, and up to 80 amps.
Yeah, 48 volt.
Yeah.
Awesome. So to answer
Okay,
your
so you
question,
cannot exceed
yes.
nor 80 amps or 230 volts worth of PV input. When you do this setup here, you will not exceed nor the voltage or the amperage, because you'll run 5 in series into a combiner box to run them in parallel. You will not exceed that, and then you'll get the 5,500 watts of solar into the Atlantic, which will have 30 kilowatt hour kWh, and that's what's going to hold you out at nighttime. During the daytime, you will utilize the solar to run the home, so you're not really using the battery backup's power during the day because you have solar coming in. So that'll basically store for the nighttime, and then at nighttime you have 30 kWh for all night. It should last you well into the night until the next day.
So
next
Bet What You
morning,
Got.
you'll recharge.
Bet What You Got, the Rhino 3 is compatible with the EG4 1218 inverter. They are a good match. They're both 48 volt systems. I'm going to drop a link for you to look at the Rhino 3, but I want to remind you Bet What You Got. You've been looking at the 4-pack of Rhinos. Okay, so if you've been thinking about getting the 4-pack of Rhinos, definitely call in to do it, because right now while we're live, that 213-577-1025 number at the top of the screen, all our sales reps know that if anybody calls in and mentions that they're coming from the YouTube live stream, just say I'm a YouTube live viewer, they'll give you a lower price than what's on our website. That's what they've been told to do. So call
Rhino 3
in,
will
mention,
work with the EG4.
and if that's a Rhino 4X kit of the Rhino 3s, we gotta give them a really good hookup.
Yeah, give them deal of the day.
Yeah, message.
Bet What You Got. Call the number on the screen. We'll give you deal of the day for wanting 4 Rhinos.
Yeah, let's shoot a message over the sales team. Let them know
Luke
to really
says
hook up
combiner
on
box.
that.
I thought it goes directly to the Atlantic. It does go directly to the Atlantic, Luke, but you're gonna have to run it this way so you do not exceed 80 amps nor 230 volts. Running them in series and then running them in parallel. Okay, so each of these arrays will then run in parallel, so you get the maximum amount of wattage without exceeding the voltage or exceeding the amperage. Okay, every inverter on the planet is set up this way. If it has an amperage rating or a voltage rating, you can't exceed it. But that doesn't mean you can't get more solar. What it means is that you have to come up with a wiring that's going to benefit you. This setup will get you the wiring that you need to be able to pull this off without exceeding the amperage or the PV inputs. When you're working with batteries and when you're working with solar, running in series and running in parallel are different to be able to get the amount of power you need. Some people run lead acids, they run them in series to get a higher voltage system like you would in a golf cart. You can take 3 12-volt batteries, run them in series to get 36 volts. Now, if you run 3 36-volt batteries in parallel, you do not increase the voltage, you will increase the battery's capacity. So that's what's going on here, Luke. So whenever you're looking at these solar panels online, Luke, it doesn't really matter the specs. What matters is how you do your wiring diagram. So now you're saying you're considering 650 watt panels at 45 volts. 45 volts, you're going to exceed the 230 volt very quickly. So 45 volts, I mean, how much are you going to go before you exceed 230? It's like what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 4? You got to only do like 4 panels. So you can run 4 panels. If you're doing 45 volts, you can really only run about 4 panels at a time. But if you have more than those 4 panels, you run the 4 panels in series, and then you wire them up to go series, run them in parallel. Now the voltage will not increase. The voltage does not increase when you run in parallel. So if you want to do a max solar setup, this is your setup. So you could do more panels if you technically wanted to, but at some point you don't need more. It doesn't really matter how much solar you're bringing in. 5,500 watts of solar, unless your home is running a crazy amount of appliances, you're not really going to exceed this much wattage at any given time, unless you have like a crazy mansion or some type of commercial facility that has a whole bunch of power. Most homes in the United States don't, like some people have like 31 panels on their home. There's no way you're utilizing all that solar. That's why they have the rebates where the grid will suck up the power and take it back and then charge you for it at night, because the utility company understands there's no way you're using that much solar. It's just not really necessary. But the solar companies will upcharge you on a very large solar system, so that you could get, pay more for solar, but the utility company basically sucks it up. Okay? This is how you're going to be able to set this up, Luke. If you have any more questions, please just call the number on the screen. They're going to hook you up. Okay? That's how that works. If you're skeptical, if you're whatever, that's okay. We've been selling these batteries all over the internet, all over the United States for a while now. BatteryEvo has been manufacturing batteries for over 7 years. That's that. So it's completely up to you, Luke, if you want to use this system. Bet what you got. Please call in and say that you are watching the live, and they're going to hook you up, especially if you want this much battery capacity. Did he mention what he was trying to power?
I don't know what he is trying to power specifically.
Yeah.
If you'd like to tell us a little bit about your home and solar setup, bet what you got, that would be helpful for us. But if you've already called in, I hope that call is going well and that they are hooking you up. I walked over there and let them know to hook you up just a second ago.
Look, if you're thinking about this battery pack or whatever, the best thing to do is to call. Okay? Beyond the fact that I can explain it to you, there's nothing else I can hook you up with until you call in.
Danny Harris says this is very informative. Thanks for explaining things. No problem, Danny. Happy to help out.
What are you trying to learn, Danny? Are you trying to get more?
No problem, Luke.
Does anybody in the chat have a commercial application? So we can talk about commercial applications. I don't think that we are talking about that enough.
If anybody's just joining us, welcome to the stream. Be sure to ask us anything. We're here to help you out, all things BatteryEvo. So if you got any questions, curiosities, let us know. Bet What You Got says, I have a pallet of 370 watt panels waiting on delivery of the EG4. So they got their panels, they got their inverter, and they're looking for the battery power to back it up.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd
Is
say
that EG4 one of the off-grid inverters? I know that they got a grid-tied and off-grid one. How many panels do you have? Let's do your setup. Let's see how we can do the
yeah,
wiring.
we can walk through it because it would be
Dar's in a good mood anyways.
Yeah, it would be four of the Rhinos, these panels, and the EG inverter.
How many panels? So it's important. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this. So okay, so a lot of people always talk about the walruses, but they don't see the benefit of also using the battery packs. So if you already have an inverter, I gotta get my drawing skills up, dude. Let's say you already have a 48 volt inverter, right? Or you're considering one. There's a lot of them on the internet, right? You don't necessarily need to, the intention behind the walrus is that there's a lot of people who want to get a battery backup, but they don't understand all the components required to pull it off.
This is hybrid and 31.
Okay, so now because of that, sometimes there are people who are like, I don't know. I just think I need a battery, or they think I need an inverter. Some people have the solar box in their home, and they think that that's it. But they don't really understand all the components. So the Walrus was designed to be easier, to be able to sustain small and medium-sized homes, or even large homes, at the best price possible, right? But there's a lot of people out there who are DIYers, solar electricians, solar installers, who understand the benefit of going off-grid and having high capacity or high power output inverters. So you might already have one, or you're considering one, right? So you can go grid-tied inverter, you could do off-grid inverter, you could have one of these hybrid inverters like you have here. Okay, these are the options you have. I know that it looks awful, but it's okay. Alright, so you got a 48 volt inverter, or you're considering getting one. He's got 31 panels at how much? 350 watt?
Yep.
370 watt.
370. Yeah.
What is the voltage on those? If you can give us the voltage, we can help you do your wiring setup. Okay, so he's already got an EG, what does he call it? EG4 48 volt inverter. It's on the way.
Yep.
So if you already have this, why would you then consider one of our products? Because our products have the largest battery capacity. At the lowest price. Right? Best price per kilowatt hour. Price per kilowatt hour. Meaning if you go spec for spec, the battery pack is going to be large, right? You're going to have a lot of battery capacity, and if you look at the price for the battery capacity, you're probably not going to find anything better within the United States. It's just probably not going to happen.
Yeah, we are proud of that too.
Okay, so now, bet what you got is already has his 48 volt inverter, hybrid, so he's already seems like he knows what he's doing. He's going to do some type of off-grid or grid type setup. He's going to get his 31 panels at 370 watt. If you multiply all that, who's got that math? Tom, you got that math? 370 times 31, and wait 10 seconds before you use the calculator. Yeah.
You'd be a good teacher, Brian.
Just do 3 times 10, and then do it 3 times.
He said if you didn't see it, he said he
A little
has
over 9,000,
200,
it's 10,000 something, no?
200 amp pass through
What
for
is it?
easiest install.
What is it? It's 10,000 something, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be a little.
11,470.
All right. 11 for what?
Bet what you got. I already went over there and let them know that if you do call in today to really hook you up on those 4 rhinos, I told them to make that deal of the day. So that will be a good hookup if you do end up wanting to go with these rhinos. Today's a good day. And by the way, if you call in and get that price, you can lock it in and pay later. You don't have to spend your money right now to get the deal. You can call in, ask for the live stream deal, and lock in your price for when you finalize your purchase. Just wanted to let you know.
Alright, so now where does BatteryEvo come in if you're already doing this? If you already got your desired 48 volt inverter, it's okay if it's not a Walrus, but if you already have one, you can potentially get about 11,000 watts of solar depending on the solar array that you do. You're probably not going to run them all in series, I don't think so. He's got 40.6 volts. Alright, so you're probably not going to run them all in series. That's probably not going to be the way you end up running it. So now you're going to have the solar coming in. So these are your panels. Right? You got your solar panels. The solar panels are going to come into your inverter. Now where does BatteryEvo come in? We got 48 volt batteries. You got the Calm, you got the Rhino, you got Condor, you got Husky. Now you're going to have a lot of solar coming in. So having the largest battery capacity possible is going to be important. Because if you don't have it, the rest of it either is going to go back to the grid or it's just going to get lost, right? You're just not going to use it. That's a lot of solar. Unless you're powering a ton of stuff, there's no way you're going to use all that solar. So keeping it stored is going to be really good. So he wants the four Rhino 3s, right?
Yeah, 4 Rhino 3s.
That's about 60 kilowatt hour.
Yeah,
so if you go with the Rhino,
that would be 62 kilowatt hours.
Rhino. Remember, as long as the battery matches the voltage of your inverter, it's going to work. Okay? So you're going to get, how much is this? 60 what?
62 kilowatt hours.
62
if you have 4 rhinos.
kWh. Right? 62,000 watts hour. If you're going to be getting about 11,000, which again, I don't think you're going to get that whole thing because there's no way your solar array is going to do that. It's not going to be set up that way. This is 11 kW. This is 11 kW here. If you set it up that way, it'll only take you 6 hours to fully charge your batteries. And again, you're probably not going to go down to zero. Even at
That's a
nighttime,
good setup.
at 62 kWh, there's no way you're using up all that power overnight. You probably use maybe a fourth of it,
That's a
maybe
very,
half
very good
if you're really
setup.
using a lot of, like, if you have EVs maybe.
So
But
if you
then in
guys
the
are
morning-
listening, we're talking to Bet What You Got about their setup. They got this EG inverter coming in.
Yeah.
Their solar panels.
Yep.
They're talking about matching it with the 4 rhinos. Brian just diagrammed it out. So 4 rhinos plus the EG inverter, and these how many was it? 35 solar panels.
31.
31.
He's got 31 panels at 370 watt and 40.6 volts each.
So
What
that's
would
a
be the-
really
what would be the
ideal
wiring
setup.
here?
That's a very ideal setup. Bet What You Got.
He's saying he's going to go 2 strings. He's thinking 2 strings, which actually would probably make sense. But he's got 31. That's a lot. Even if you went 2 strings, you go what? 15 each. Still going to produce a ton of solar that way.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be running out of power anytime.
Huh?
What battery was he using?
4 rhinos, and he's got an EG4 inverter, hybrid inverter. If he runs 2 strings, he's gonna go 15-15. He'll have 1 extra. Still a lot. 15 at 370. Who's got the math on that? Tommy? 15 panels at 370 watts if he runs them in a string. Yeah, it's a little over. It's a little over 315. It's a little over 4,000 watts. Maybe like 5 something, 5 or 6,000 watts. 5550. So if he runs 2 strings, he's gonna get 5,000. What was it? 5550. If he runs strings.
Jeff Davidson, if you're still in the chat, I wanted to let you know your replacement golf cart charger is coming, or it's leaving our facility tomorrow morning, USPS, so it's getting shipped to you tomorrow.
You're gonna have to use 15 panels if you run them in strings, and you're gonna get what? 5 what? Per string. So when you run them in tangent, yeah, you'll get the 11,000 watts. So you run the 2 strings, and you have to run them in parallel, and then you'll get.
Bet What You Got is from Florida. Bet What You Got, I am also from Florida. Just wanted to throw that out there. I'm from Naples, Florida, so that's Southwest Florida. And we got somebody else in the room, our 3D artist, Andy. He's from Melbourne, Florida. Are you near, let us know what part of Florida you're from. If you're near either Naples, Melbourne, Orlando, Fort Myers, that whole area, that's where we're from. We're out in LA now, though. That's, BatteryEvo's based out here in Los Angeles. But Florida man to Florida man, we want to hook you up. And thanks for dropping those questions. Love seeing this conversation go down in the stream about what you got. So thanks for coming in here to ask us the questions today. If anybody else has found this conversation helpful, be sure to drop a like on this stream. It helps us out a lot.
Bet What You Got. If this is what you're thinking about doing, you're gonna have a ton of solar, a lot of it, consistently, every day that there's sun. And now you guys are gonna be all bonding over Florida, so forget what I'm talking about.
He's from Ocala. He's from Ocala.
Is that where you're from? No.
No, but it's. I've been to Ocala. He's my mom used to live near Ocala.
Nick always hooks up people from Florida way more than anybody else.
The biggest time I got in trouble was because I hooked up somebody from Florida too good.
Yeah, and you got in trouble. We all got in trouble. So, Bet What You Got has all the key components. He has a 4X kit, which is usually deal of the day. Anything that's 4X kit is deal of the day. He's from Florida, which is Florida bonding.
Florida bonding.
YouTube Live. What else? That's the ultimate hookup right there. So if you call in, you could probably get Nick in trouble for giving you the Florida deal.
That's
the
true.
warranty is going to be 10 years on the battery pack,
Yep.
so the Rhinos will be warranted for 10 years. And then we got American customer support here. If you need help, you just call in and they will help you out. Bet What You Got. If you want to get these units, I suggest you call in while the YouTube Live is going. Once it shuts off, we will not be authorized to give you an additional discount on any of these. And a 4X kit is deal of the day, meaning you get the best deal possible for getting this, right? It's best, I think, what is it? Buy more, get more? How do you say it? Buy more, save more? Buy more, save more. So as you start to bundle up the batteries, you'll start to see that the price per battery goes down, increasing your best price per kilowatt hour. So you get 62 kilowatt hour, that'll work with your 48 volt inverter. You have plenty of solar. If you do this off grid, it's free energy forever, basically. And you're gonna get the Florida deal. Only people from Florida can bond with Nick to get that.
That's true. We have a special bond that nobody else shares with me, unless they're also from Florida. Then I share that bond with them too. But these guys, you know, I move out here to LA. I work in this LA office. None of these guys have ever seen an alligator. They act like I'm talking about some kind of like crazy specimen when I talk about alligators. Losers.
Wow. That is crazy, Nick. That is crazy. Considering the fact that I did this whole solar diagram.
Yeah, but you've never seen an alligator.
Not once have I seen an alligator.
Have you seen a crocodile?
I don't think I would know the difference.
See, he's
You
not
know
from
the
Florida.
difference? Just that sight, you know?
Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. Andy,
I
yep.
doubt you know, but I know.
Andy, difference between an alligator and a crocodile. Go.
There's a few telltale differences, but one of the easiest ones for like most people is the teeth. Like,
I gotta get all
outside
up in
of
its
the-
mouth before I can figure out what it
when
is.
its mouth is closed. Crocodiles have their teeth more visible on the outside of their mouth, on both jaws.
There it is.
More differences. What else?
You wanna know?
What else? What are the other differences?
Alligators are more forest green. Crocodiles a little bit more like dry grass green, right?
It's also
Well, there's varying species, I guess, but yeah.
Shape of the snout.
Which is
Yeah,
Snout shape is a big one.
Yeah, like
And that's a
the
croc.
human and-
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The croc has the long snout, and then the alligator has a shorter one.
Alligators got these big wide snouts.
Which one's scarier? Which one's more dangerous?
Crocodiles.
Way more dangerous?
They're a lot more
Aren't they
aggressive.
stronger and more bulkier?
They can like just completely just like eat you, you know,
Did you see
pretty easily.
There's like a calm one. That's the alligator.
There's a hiking trail right by my mom's house in Florida. Growing up, it was like 10-15 minutes away from me. And right at the beginning of the trailhead, when you're going into it, it's like a swamp trail. There's a very, very big alligator that just sits right at the front every single day. She's blind in one eye. Everybody just walks right by her, like inches away from her. Never bothers anybody. And the first time I went there, people were like, no, it's cool, just walk by her. She doesn't care. And I was like all sketched out, but it's true. She was just chilling. I don't know. I wasn't the one who determined that.
Maybe put a little bit more urgency, like words on it.
Andy, do you know if there's a immediate, other than like checking the nitty gritty, do you know if there's an immediate way to tell the difference between a male and a female alligator? Like if you see one?
Yeah, they have very little dimorphism, so it's mostly their genitalia that you look at.
That is a word that I'm not going to say on stream.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I was just speaking.
So the male and female alligators generally look the same. No, it's a scientific term. You're good.
Sorry, I got it in my head.
What?
What did you call me?
Oh man.
Andy knows a lot about animals, guys, so like, you need animal fun facts. So if anybody's just joining us, we just talked with Bet What You Got for a while about their Rhino 3 setup, but we are still here to help you guys out. If you want to know anything about BatteryEvo, you've been thinking about going off the grid or upgrading your golf cart, let us know. Let us know what you're trying to accomplish and we will help you do it. If you found any of our conversations helpful, interesting, or even mildly entertaining, drop a like on this stream. It helps us out a lot. We're here to mildly entertain you and inform you. If you guys are looking at the footage behind us, this is footage of our Komodo tank series. So you'll see you got the mini Komodo and the full-size Komodo. These are two mobile power stations These are tank tread battery storage systems. So you drive these around with a remote control.
Also remember, we don't just have batteries for the home. We got batteries for utility carts, golf carts, RVs, trailers, forklifts. You just gotta ask what you're trying to power. I mean, if you've stumbled upon this stream, it's probably for a reason. You're probably trying to power something.
Chances are you got battery search history in your algorithm if you found this stream.
Yeah, so you might think like, hey, I don't understand this, or you might think I understand this fully and want to chat about it. You can, okay? So, and then calling the number up on the screen is going to give you the best deal possible only while the stream is available. If you want to talk about anything besides batteries, just drop it in the chat. We'll talk about it, all right? The stream gives us a chance to stop doing work, basically defy the man, do whatever we want, and you know, it's a good time.
I love defying the man.
All right, so the stream allows us to basically get through our workday without working. Well, everybody else behind these cameras
Look
has
at
to
this,
work.
guys. I'm gonna
Me
flip
and
the
Nick
camera
can
for a second.
avoid working
Look at
just by
these. Look at
doing-
these poor fools.
That's crazy.
Look at these guys doing their jobs.
Doing their jobs just because they don't want to stream.
Managing social media and making 3D graphics. And here I am. I just get to talk to a webcam.
So if you want a deal, go ahead and call in. You've probably been looking at some of our products and have questions. This is a chance to ask them. A lot of people in this chat, in the past, people have dropped information about the chat and they've remember that one time we did the stream and then those two guys were talking and then they became best friends?
Guys, when this stream goes like crazy, when we get a lot of viewers in here and we're all talking green energy, it can get pretty crazy, you know. When you get two DIYers in the chat who are both very well informed, there is like a synergy that will happen between them. And at that point, me and Brian aren't even necessary anymore.
Yeah. Bet what you got. If you ended up calling or are still in the stream, call in and talk to them.
Yeah, and that goes for everybody. So anybody who is viewing this stream is eligible for our discount. So all you have to do is call in 213-577-1025. Mention that you are watching the live stream. You'll get a discount on anything on our store. So if you've been thinking about BatteryEvo, today's a good day to do it. And you don't even have to have talked to us. Like, you don't even have to have been in the chat. We don't have to know you. Just call in and say that you're from the stream and they'll hook you up. We like our lurker viewers as well. When you hop in to watch a live stream, do you just lurk and watch, or do you like get in the chat and comment with people?
I don't really watch too many streams. I'll lurk and watch.
I'm a lurker too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm watching somebody game or something, I'm not really trying to chat. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
Andy, when you're watching a live stream, are you just a lurker, or do you get in the chat and send messages?
I'll message in the chat only rarely.
So primarily a lurker. Okay. Anybody in here actually active in chats when you go watch live stream videos?
If it's like a product overview like thing, yeah. I'm like, if it's like anything else, it's really
Good to know. Good to know. I like the way you say just lurking. You got like a guilty conscience about it, but you're also proud of it at the same time. So there's probably a few lurkers in here right now then. That's what the statistics are telling me.
The statistics show. Who's got some good statistics? And what are they showing?
Is statistics like an automations thing? Is that Tommy's department?
Oh yeah.
Could we change Tommy's
guessing.
title from...
Statistically, Tommy's guessing. Can you believe that? That's almost the same thing, Tommy.
We change his
What are you
title from
analyzing?
Automations
Statistics?
Director to Automations Commander.
It's gonna be statistics.
Analytics Commander.
Yeah.
Brigadier General of Statistics.
Like, oh my gosh, like more analytics. I just gave him analytics like 3 days ago. Oh, probably never get into the range.
Tommy, you can come hang out with me at my house on the ranch, but you're gonna have to like not tell
No,
Brian
you're
that
gonna have
you're
to
there.
go. No, you can't.
See, that's why we gotta
It's
keep
in
it
the
a
same
secret.
perimeter. You can only
he's
stay
already-
outside of the perimeter. All right. Pop quiz. What's the difference between perimeter and area?
Wow.
Depending on what your answer is, Tommy, that's what you're gonna be walking.
The
You're gonna
area,
either be walking the perimeter or walking the area of the
the
ranch.
area is always the type of perimeter. And that's on top.
Dang, you didn't have the analytics on that one, Tommy. How do you calculate the perimeter? How do you calculate the area?
To calculate the perimeter. Yeah, there it is.
Dang, so
Taking it back to
are you
grade
are you gonna walk the perimeter or are you gonna walk the area? No, it's not the same. Perimeter would be the exterior, the whole around it. The area would be everything inside.
Yeah, if you're doing the area, you're getting all up in there.
Yeah, if you're walking the area, you're gonna have to walk every square foot of that.
Oh yeah.
If you're walking the perimeter, it's just the around it.
Yeah. Yeah, multiple areas. Another perimeter is another property area.
Yep. Yep.
I said so.
Oh man, Chris definitely. Chris is getting to the ranch. How many slots are in the ranch?
I mean, we could put a lot of houses out there if we wanted to. Not gonna lie.
No,
It's
but
like
how
it's
many?
pretty
How
fast.
many?
But we gotta stay exclusive. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
This
How
is,
many
this,
slots?
is, this is a gated community.
I mean, physically we can fit a lot of people there.
This is
but
for sure a
actually-
gated community.
Actually, how many people? Jeff does not get a spot at the ranch, for sure.
So we have a good video idea for the little G3.
What you got? Yeah, we're live. We're live.
For the G3. Look how little it is. It can power your whole house.
Yeah,
Right?
love that.
Just because it's so.
For sure. It's a cute little guy.
It's
Ancient Chinese remedy.
yeah.
Yeah. Lead acid.
Yeah.
By fruit, yeah.
If anybody has ancient Chinese wisdom, it's Furush.
It's not the Chinese guy. Alright, so just like we did this diagram here, if anybody wants to power anything, let me know. We will write up the diagram. We will show you how to do it. We'll draw it out for you. I don't have the unit here anymore. It got sold.
We
so
sold our display unit, guys.
But at some point I will have more, and I will show everybody again. Just let us know if you want to see Tommy either walk the perimeter of the ranch or walk the area of the ranch.
Just so I know if you guys are actually viewing this stream with us here, somebody drop an emoji in the chat. Any emoji. When I see an emoji in the chat,
If we have mods,
you can say what's
if we have any mods, any BatteryEvo moderators, drop something in the chat. Let's figure it out. Let's figure out how quick the mods are.
special announcement to all live stream viewers. One of my memes passed 100,000 views, guys. 100,000 views on Instagram. Golfing meme. You guys like golf? You like memes? You like successful social media content creators?
That's everything that Nick encompasses.
That's me. Go check out. Go to. It's our pinned post on our Instagram page. If you want to see where the hype's at, that's the hype.
Remember, if you're just watching, this is your chance to ask a question. I mean, we can answer it, right?
Tony Man.
Wait, you're gonna build an EV? I think Dan from Atlas Lensco was trying to do the same thing.
Okay, so Tony Man says I need batteries for the EV I'm building. That is
What, you
super
want a
cool.
whole EV battery, Tony? Call.
Yeah, that. We might need to get you on the phone to talk specifics. We can help you with it for sure.
Yes,
we
for
can
sure.
definitely get
now,
it going
our
for you.
unit, the units we sell, super low budget, but only car I can afford. Building one is alright. That's crazy. So he's like, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm
Who
gonna
should he
build
talk to specifically? Let's not just give him like the sales. Let's
No,
give
no,
him,
I'm
like,
being serious. So
somebody-
so look, the batteries that we sell here. Wait, what kind of EV are you building? Is it like an actual car? It's a
VW.
VW Cabriolet. Okay.
Oh, that's fire. That's
There's a
cool
couple
car.
options here, Tony Man. So if you want an EV and you're low budget, have you considered an electric scooter? Okay. 2.
He's already got the VW though.
Huh?
He's got the Volkswagen.
No, I know. But he's gonna try to retrofit this. So that's gonna be a tricky situation. Now the batteries that we have here are usually use cases for like a home Even the golf cart batteries might not get you there. It was an old conversion. The guy said just stick in the battery. Well, what size of them are they? Look, we could probably get you a EV chassis.
Yeah, we have EV batteries here in hand.
Wilson, this guy wants to build an EV. He says he already has the car and the conversion ready to go. Do you have something you can retrofit for him? It might not be a BatteryEvo product.
It's a 96 volt.
Is this possible? Maybe if we do like a special thing? Like
We could probably build you something custom, Tony, man. We're talking
yeah, we're
RCE
manufacturers
right
here
now.
at BatteryEvo, Tony, man. Call in. Let's see what kind of project you got going on. We can get you with some specialized engineers. Maybe we can help you at least get some answers. Comparable to eBay? Yeah. Yes, comparable. Cost, probably better.
Cost would be probably better.
Yeah. Tony, man, drop the links to that eBay Tesla battery. We would like to see it, and we'll see what we manufacture batteries. What's the operating temp of the Walrus Arctic? I think one of the mods could drop that in there.
Yeah.
The guy who sold it ran it on 120 volt. Okay. Tony, man, if you find that, just drop it in chat. I'd like to see it, at least so we could talk about it on this chat.
And I'm gonna give you a number to call, Tony, man, because I think what you want to do warrants a conversation with one of our engineers, because they'll be able to really help you get what you need. We'll see if we can get it for you cheaper than what you found on eBay.
Whatever you see on our website would probably not be what you're gonna end up using. But just call in, Tony, man, so you can get it. So we can get into the specifics. There's
Sardar,
probably a solution for us.
Sardar, what's the operating temperature on the Walrus Arctic?
Now, Tony, man, when you call in, they're probably going to be a little confused. So let them know you're watching the YouTube live, and let them know you want to speak to an engineer, because the people you call in are going to be the reps for the BatteryEvo products. So let them know, hey, I have this special project. I'd like to speak to an engineer about it. Maybe they'll get you somebody who we could talk to about it. Okay? So they might be confused as to what you're asking right out the gate. And then they'll probably take your email or something, and then we'll chat with you back and forth. It's not going to be an instant solution. But also drop the link to the eBay Tesla battery thing so we can take a look at it. Perhaps there's something we'll have for you.
So
if you do it, maybe we'll record it.
All right, Bob.
Wow, that's cool. I always like stuff like that when people really go out of their way to build stuff.
Yeah, I know. I think that's super cool.
Like I always think like I'm an engineer, I'm this, I'm that, but I'm like, dude, I don't be doing nothing.
Tony, man, if you're in the California, like Los Angeles area by any chance, and you get a battery from us and you're building your custom car, let me know. I kind of want to go out and film you doing it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Tony, man. Again, Tony, man, they're probably going to be confused as to what you're asking for, so just try to get an email. You probably want to get an email of an engineer.
Michael McMurray, I got an answer for your question. I just had to check in with one of our engineers because I wanted to give you the most accurate info. But the operating temperature range for the Walrus Arctic is between negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So between negative 22 and 122, as long as you're not exceeding those ranges, you will be good to go with your Walrus Arctic. He's saying the Tesla link is too big to paste it, so I'll see if I can find it.
Okay, that's fair. Let's see if they can find it.
I'll do that. Usually like they'll ask for the 2000 by just for like the shape of it, the dimensions, and I'll send them like the Flores one, and then like I think that's under like 200.
Michael McMurray, do you already have a Walrus Arctic? Are you interested in getting a Walrus Arctic? If you are, let us know your home setup and we can walk you through the best way to get it hooked
Walrus
up.
Arctic, let's hook you up. William Wilson, I think he's been in the chat before.
Yeah, I recognize you, William. Welcome back.
WW.
But yeah, Michael, let us know if you're interested in getting your hands on a Walrus Arctic. While we're live streaming, we run special deals. So basically, the way it works is you just have to call in that number at the top of the screen there, the 213-577-1025. Just mention to them that you're calling from the live stream, that you're a live stream viewer. And when you do that, they will give you the lowest price possible. That's like the live stream hookup. It's lower than what you'll see online. And yeah, just if you call later and we're not live anymore, just mention that you were on the live. And if you do this, you can lock in your price for later, so you don't have to buy or purchase right now in order to get the hookup. But I do recommend trying to lock it in so that when you get your Arctic, you will have that lower price. I just recommend locking that in. But yeah, hope that's helpful. If anybody else has any other questions, please let us know. We're here to help you guys out. And if anybody's been listening to these conversations, found anything that we said helpful or informative, please drop a like. We appreciate it. Michael says gotta go. Thanks. You're welcome, Michael. Glad we could help you out. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
Can I use the Walrus while charging from the grid? You can. It will use bypass mode to be able to do so. So you will be charging as you're using the battery. I think the way it works is like if it's full battery, the grid will just continue to power your home as usual, and you will be storing the battery power. And if the power goes out, then the battery power will start. Or you could program it. You could use the time of use settings so that you could choose when to charge and when to discharge. A lot of the times when you're doing grid charging, it'll trickle charge, so you'll probably fill up, like you'll fully charge up pretty quickly, and then the power will just continue as normal. But yes, short answer is yes, you can. William Wilson, I think you've been in the chat a couple of times. I think, are you looking to get a Walrus? I would suggest a Walrus Atlantic. It's going to be the best price per kilowatt hour. If you call in, we'll hook you up with a great price. And you can do a grid type. Okay, I think you've been in the chat a few times. I think you are deserving of a Nick discount.
Oh yeah, whenever we give a really good discount on stream, he calls it a Nick discount because he wants me to get blamed when we get in trouble for giving
Nick will get in trouble for you.
I appreciate the questions coming in the chat today, guys. If anybody else has any questions, just let us know. We're here to help you out. We're streaming to you guys live from BatteryEvo. We're upstairs in the marketing office. Literally right downstairs below us, you might even hear some tools going, is our manufacturing warehouse where our team is hard at work building your batteries right now. So let us know what you need. We'll make sure that we get you set up and started on your green energy journey right.
Is anybody in the chat familiar with the situation going on in Rancho Palos Verdes? Or how Nick says it. How do you say it?
Rancho Palos Verdes?
Yeah. if you know anybody who's out there, let us know. We're trying to
Rancho.
That was fire, actually. That was good. RPV.
Every day, Nick reminds me why he's the co-host. Every day. Can I use the Walrus? Oh wait, I already read that. It's like on autopilot at this point. Does anybody in here have a, what kind of EV cars do you guys have? We just got a Ford Lightning in here. That's the newest lineup. Using my Walrus and extension battery 20 hours and grid 4 hours, only using 50% of battery, recharging 2 hours. Well, wanting to try 24 hours on battery. If you got the Walrus plus extension, you could probably get 24 hours worth of if you go fully off grid. I'm sure you can. Depends how much. It depends what kind of appliances you're using, William. What appliances are you using? He's using 20 and grid for. He's only using the grid for 4 hours. William, how long have you been using these batteries? Are you seeing a change in your bill, in your electric bill? Wow. Look, he's only using 15% of the batteries, and then he'll recharge in 2 hours.
Wow.
And he's only using the grid for 4 hours to charge it.
That's awesome.
William, if you want to go off grid, we have the solar panels to do it. I think I was talking about that earlier. You could potentially, we can get you a kit. If you call in, we'll get you a kit. Just go fully off grid. You're only using the grid for 4 hours. You're practically off grid. If you get some PV solar panels, you can go off grid fully. And if you're saying you can run them for 20 hours, I mean, this kit's gonna get you no problem. Wow, that's actually really impressive. 20 hours. Can you screenshot that?
Yeah, I'll grab a screenshot. That is really impressive. He says 3 weeks.
Okay, so, alright, we're going to be streaming. So, William, call back in 8 weeks and let us know if you're seeing a change in your electric bill.
You're allowed to come in the stream again, though, before 8 weeks passes.
You're allowed, yes, you're right, you are allowed. I'm already on solar grid tied. If you're already solar grid tied, is there a benefit to going solar off grid? I mean, you probably can't use the grid tied solar. You probably got to do manipulation to it.
Yep. The renders look good. You drop
Well, then, I mean, it seems like you're taking the most benefit out of this already.
Sweet.
I just always like it when people go fully off grid. I think it's so cool. But I mean, the fact that you're already using the batteries for 20 hours and only using grid for 4 hours, it's really good. Good job, William. Good job on that one. I'm impressed. If you have pictures of that setup, send them in. We'd like to.
Also, can you give versions of those renders that are under?
We actually use the walrus units. We actually use the walrus units here in our facility. We have a couple of them actually, and we use them to charge the EVs, the people who have EVs here, and we use it to charge about half of the building. It does half the building right now, and we do PV solar on the roof. So we got a bunch of panels on the roof. We bring it in, distribute it into the walruses, and then the walruses will power our building during the daytime. At least it'll power half the building. The side of the building where you're using up all of the lights for the facility and the equipment, the walruses power that. So that's why I always ask if anybody in here it has a commercial building, an apartment building, a hotel, a solar carport. If you have a commercial application, please let us know. We can still get you the price per kilowatt hour on the commercial side as well. We can get you up to a 1 megawatt hour worth of battery capacity. You just gotta let us know. Okay? And then we also got the Komodo running around. So now with the Komodo, you're gonna be able to get a ton of battery capacity. So let us know if you have a commercial application, a big building, a retail store, something like that. Somebody in the chat's gotta have one or know someone who has one. If you know someone who has one and you bring them to us, we could get you a referral bonus check, right? So we have affiliates and we have referrals. So if that's what you're doing and who you are, inside, outside, mentally, what's the word I'm looking for? Physiologically, then have them. And you like that word.
It's a good word.
If you know somebody who needs this kind of product on the commercial or residential side or for a utility, send them our way. Call in and say I'm sending them to you, and I will get you a referral bump. What do you call it? It's not a referral fee. It's a referral.
No, it's. We got the affiliate program. So
there you go.
So we'll get you guys. Anybody.
You guys don't need to be content creators to get the affiliate program, but
That's
if you're
true.
sending people in to us, we just get us in contact with you.
Yeah,
We'll send you something.
literally, if you have a walrus, even if you don't, you're just a random person and you recommend one of our products like the walrus to your neighbor, and they buy one.
Way to belittle the viewers.
Even if you don't have one, even if you have You could have a whole warehouse full of them. You could be a content creator, or you could just be a random person with no solar set up at your house. If you recommend our
Would you
stuff,
consider yourself a random person?
I'm a random person for
Yeah?
sure.
Is Chris a random person?
I'm about as random as it gets.
What about
Like
Chris?
Chris.
When I think about me in the world, I don't know if I consider myself a random person.
Nah, I guess you're right.
Is
I guess
everybody
you're
else
right.
a random person?
No, you got me. You're right. None of these viewers are random people. They all got their lives. They all got their families, their roles that they live. You know.
You're like, I'm just a random.
I'm sorry, guys.
None
of you are random. I gotta put out an emergency apology.
When I go to the grocery store, I'm gonna be like, I'm just a random person. That's who I am.
No, you are
Inside.
You're the Brian Vargas. You are not a random person. If Rooster Bear was in that grocery store and saw you, you'd get recognized.
You get that
because
Rooster
you are
Bear recognition?
The Brian Vargas, yeah. Rooster Bear, are you still in the chat?
Rooster Bear, are you in the chat?
Glad we saw you today, Rooster Bear. Always like knowing that you're doing good and good enough to come chat with us on YouTube anyway.
Oh man, alright. We got pretty good views in here. We had some pretty good chats.
Good chats today.
Tony Man has the craziest setup of all time.
I love talking with
I wonder if he was able to get somebody. It was going to be tricky because the refs weren't really going to understand what's going on. But I do believe that if we can get an engineer, we could do this. Well, dude, we could definitely technically do this. Walson already did this.
Yeah, I mean,
They
literally,
already made an EV.
That's true. I should drop the video. Tony Man, if you're still in the chat, I think I actually might have heard you talking to somebody on the phone a second ago when I was out there. But I'm gonna drop a video in the chat here just in case you're still on here. This is a custom EV that we built. This was a few years ago. We actually won a Guinness World Record with this custom EV that was built with our batteries. For anybody who's just joining us, welcome. We've had a pretty good live stream today. A lot of helpful conversations in the chat. If you have any questions, let us know before we wrap up for today. We want to still help you out. If you got questions about powering your home, anything else, let us know. Rooster Bear says, do you have a diagram for the Husky parameters?
Like as in size?
We have specs. Let me see what we got. Rooster Bear, I'm going to send you our spec sheet for the Husky. I believe that you emailed me those photos in the past. I remember you did, Rooster Bear, so I'm going to send you an email from that email and send you the Husky spec sheet with all the info so you can take a look.
Back up so you can see how
Look, well, it says to be clear, I can go 24 hours in the Walrus, and the grid will charge the battery at the same time. Well, okay. So he's saying he only uses 15% of the batteries, but he uses it 20 hours a day, and then he uses the grid for 4 hours, which I'm assuming he's using it to charge the battery pack. So technically, what he could do, if he's using 15% of the batteries, how much does he have? So you can use it six times. So you could probably run it for about 4 to 5 days. Wait, is my math right? Yeah, right. He could probably use it for like, let's say 3 days. I don't know, but that would still defeat the purpose because then it would take him longer to recharge. Right? Is my math on that right?
Sorry, I wasn't listening to your math. I was handling something over here.
Tommy, you're the M in STEM. Jesus.
here's the T and
No one pays attention. Great.
I'm sending Rooster Bear his husky.
To all of you.
I'm busy, dude. I'm giving Rooster Bear his spec sheet.
Right.
Rooster Bear on my priority list. We got Rooster Bear up here and then Brian down here. That's just we're keeping it real.
The rest of you, though. I'm feeling a little. What's going on? That's what I'm looking for. Feeling a little what?
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated? Feeling a little ignored over here. Neglected. Alright, Tommy. So William says he uses the batteries. He's got a battery plus suspension, and the way he'll do it is he'll run the batteries, so B for battery, for 20 hours. And then he'll use his grid for 4 hours. And he says when he uses it, he's only using 15% of the batteries daily. So I'm assuming he's just basically using the grid to recharge up.
Oh, then he can pass it.
So what I'm thinking is how many days could he go without having to use the grid? And then how much grid power would he need to recharge to go another few days? And would this, or is it better to just do what he's doing? Because think about it, if he goes more days, he's gonna have to replete more. So he might have to use the grid
lowered his charging time to 2 or 1 hour?
2 hours to charge. So recharge is only 2 hours. But that's with the 15%. So if he goes 2 days, he'd use a little over, what, 30%?
Yeah.
So then that would go back to 4 hours. So he could go 4 hours grid every other day.
How do we get his
Like how does he use the grid as little as possible is what I'm trying to figure out. On a 30-month scale, on a 30-month timeline. Because that's how the electric bill is going to be going. He's using the grid for 4 hours a day, but it's only taking him 2 hours to charge. At 15%, maybe he can go 2-3 days without even using the grid at all. Use the batteries, recharge in about
just get more battery?
I don't know.
And not like it's like just switch it out. But that's just bigger capacity.
Yeah.
But you can't like charge one and then use the other. Like they all have to be connected all the time.
If he technically he's using the batteries for 20 and then he's got 50%. Wait, he uses 50% or he's down to 50%? No, yeah, look, only using 15% of the batteries. So if he's running for 40 hours, would he then he'd only be using 30%? And if he's taking 2 hours to recharge it, he's only using the grid 4 hours a day. he can do this every other day. So he'd only be charging 15 days out of the month, right? Right?
So you're saying he can do it right
Because
now?
he'd be charging every other day to get the 30% back. So he'd only be
He
charging.
can just do it now.
Yeah, like I said, if he starts this regimen now, how quickly will he bulk? This is his new grid diet. This is the new grid diet right here. So he could potentially, based on this guesstimation, charge every other day for 4 hours. He'd only be using 30% of the battery on this guesstimation. It's a guesstimation. He'd only be using 15 days out of the month. The grid. 4 times 15 is what? How much? 60. So out of the whole month, he'd only be charging for 60 hours. So 60 hours worth of grid a month. If he just charges every other day. How much would your bill go down? How many hours are there in a month? Hours are in a month.
24 times 30?
Yeah.
You got the math on that, Tony?
A little over 60. How much? Yeah. 520? 720? So the month has 720 hours. You'd only be charging for 60. What's the percentage on this? It's less than 10%. It's like 8 something. So he'd only be using the grid less than 10% of the time. Lowering his bill by over 90%. Math on that good? Does that kind of make sense? It's a guesstimation, right? Obviously we don't have the exact values. William Wilson, when you do get your bill, at least, maybe not this bill, but maybe the next cycle, jump back in the chat and let us know how much you lowered your bill by. There it is. That's a real world application. Wasn't somebody just asking about a real world application?
It's true.
Right? This is a real world application. You could potentially, if your house power consumption is the same as Williams, only use less than 10%. Less than 10% of your grid. Every single month. Every single month you could use less than 10% of your grid. That's almost off grid. Circuits on Walrus. 16 circuits like breakers on the Walrus. Cigar, he's saying he's got 16 circuits on the Walrus. Is that like the breakers? That's what it says there. Yeah, 16 breakers. What's the amperage on those? It goes by amps, right? The breakers go by amps. What's the general amperage rating on a circuit? 30? 10? 10?
10, 30, yeah. There's
It just depends, huh?
20, 30, 50.
Turn it old to new without strife. Green G and EFEO's the hype. BatteryEvo, cut it like a knife. Watch the comet could shrink every charge. Make you think. BatteryEvo, the missing link. Ego power in a blink. Join the movement, feel the beat. Energy revolution can't be beat. BatteryEvo, it's so sweet. Saving money, feel the heat. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari. Sunrise to sunset, power flows. BatteryEvo, that's how it goes. Eco-friendly, everybody knows. Join the safari, let's watch it grow. Battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, battery safari, BatteryEvo, saving that money.
Everything 120 volts, all 20 amp. All 20 amp, all 16 circuits, so that's what? 200, what? 200. Thank you, William, for the chatting today. It's a good real-world scenario.
It's a good conversation.
I'm actually really glad that you're using 20 hours worth of battery and only 4 hours worth of grid every day. William's told us in the past where he lives, huh?
Yeah, I have a bad memory with that, though.
Me too.
Not gonna lie.
Guess. Let's guess before we.
Ohio?
Ohio?
Ohio.
No, I don't think so.
That's what my gut says. Or Georgia.
Where William lives?
He's told us before.
And I'm pretty sure he's told us before. I think it's one of those states, yeah. William, where are you living? I'm gonna say Arizona. AZ. Let's see who's right. North Carolina, and then you're saying Ohio? Ohio's a stretch. I don't think anybody here said it.
South Carolina.
Oh, you were one.
South Carolina.
It was
now
South Carolina.
I remember.
I knew it was like
right. I'm so bad at remembering.
It's because a lot of people are either from Florida, Arizona. Yeah, South Carolina. I should have guessed that. You were wrong though, Chris. It was South Carolina, dude.
Sorry, WW.
Flip your compass around. Turn it around. If you're just joining the chat, remember this is your chance to ask about the batteries. If you have a question about batteries, you can ask in the chat. If you're trying to get a deal on a battery pack, call the number up on the screen, and we will give you a YouTube Live discount.
Okay, we're live.
Probably gonna come to the end of the stream soon, huh, Nick?
Yeah, we're getting to that time.
Are they hearing the music, or what are they hearing on that end?
Yeah, we got the music going quietly behind us.
Can we play it once in here?
Yeah, give me a minute.
I think Nadine needs to remember
what this is all about.
Yeah, remember why we're even here. We were off-roading with the mini Komodo. That was sick.
That was really fun.
See, if Tommy was alive in the ranch, he could have experienced that. But because he can only be on the perimeter of the ranch, he doesn't get a chance to see it.
Let me get this upload started and then I can get some music. Play us out, guys. Hope you're ready.
Yeah, you gotta bang it out. You gotta get more.
So ending our stream by playing a classic favorite. Everyone loves this song.
That's how you win, right? Don't throw your money in the wind when you can save it for your kids' lives. It's just right.
today. Be sure to keep an eye out for us at the Mining Expo in Las Vegas. BatteryEvo will be there. And until the next time, hope you guys have a good rest